Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Oh, here come the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion, and it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Actually,
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
The DGF Rebels come to the Hive in Perham to take on the Yellowjackets. Both teams come into the matchup winning 3 of their last 4 matches. Will Perham buzz early, or will DGF withstand and get off to a strong start? The Budget Lines pregame show is next. It's a Section 8 AA Heart of Lakes Conference matchup tonight. It's the Yellowjackets and the Rebels live on Magnitude Sports.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood with expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
High school volleyball brought to you tonight in part by New Horizons Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, EOT Insurance, United Community Bank, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Joe Foltz Construction, Interiors by Winkle, along with Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Edine Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, Budget Blinds, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Great Clips, Frontier Airlines, KLN Family Brands, and Perham Area Chamber of Commerce, just a few of our sponsors, bringing you Yellowjackets and Rebels volleyball tonight here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Welcome now to your Budget Blinds pregame show. My name is Mike. Hope you're having a great evening, and thank you so much for tuning in. It's a Heart of Lakes 8AA conference matchup, section matchup, and they count in the overall section of that win-loss as well. Here between the Perham Yellowjackets, the home team, hosting the DGF Rebels here at the Hive in Perham. For the DGF Rebels, they are 7-8 overall against 8AA opponents. They are 2-4 against the Heart of Lakes Conference. They are 1-2. They come into this matchup winning 3 of their last 4. They lost most recently in a 5-setter on the road in Barnesville, 3-2. And prior to that, a 3-1 win over Park Rapids, a 2-1 win over Laverne, and a 2-0 win over Red Rock Central. For the Perham Yellowjackets, they have won 3 of their last 4. That loss kind of sandwiched in the middle. 3-0 sweeps over Breckenridge and Aitken. Yep, that's right. On Thursday and Tuesday last week, and then a 2-1 loss to Detroit Lakes, but right before that, a 2-0 win, a pair of 2-0 wins over Thief River Falls, part of that Hawley tournament back on Saturday, September 16th. So like I said, they come in winning 3 of their last 4. Perham is 4-1 in the last 5, 8-2 in their last 10, while DGF is 3-2 in their last 5 and 4-6 in their last 10. At home, Perham's only played 2 matches. This is their 3rd match at home this year, this season, I should say. They are 1-1 at home. Their home results so far, with a 3-0 loss to Wadena Deer Creek back on August 31st, and they did not play at home again until September 14th, when they would defeat the Barnesville Trojans 3-1. And then they went to the Hawley tournament. They went up to Attican. They went south to Breckenridge, and now they're back home for a pair of games, the one tonight against the DGF Rebels, and then they got the Pelican Rapids Vikings coming up on Thursday. And then they'll see the DGF Rebels again on October 5th in Glendon. So we'll have a rematch of this match tonight very quickly after this one concludes. Your starting lineups brought to you by Lakes Ace Hardware for the Perham Yellowjackets and and Cash Concrete for the DGF Rebels. Once again, the Yellowjackets 11-7 overall, 6-2 section, 3-0 conference, 1-1 at home. They are ranked 76.7 on the QRF ranking, puts them at 29 of 146 teams in the AA class and 93 of 408 in the state of Minnesota. For the DGF Rebels, 7-8 overall, 2-4 in section, 1-2 in conference. They are 1-2 officially on the road, but if you throw in those 8 neutral court games, you could say that they are 5-6 on the road, which is actually a pretty respectable road record for the DGF Rebels. They are ranked 53.0 on the QRF ranking scale. That puts them at 64 of 126 in Class AA and 207 of 408 in the state of Minnesota. We have a couple and a half minutes here before we get to the opening announcements, plus your starting lineups, once again brought to you by Lakes Ace Hardware and Cash Concrete. They are coming up next here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit CashConcreteFM.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
There is a voice inside of you. Do you hear it? An ember burning deep within, calling you to gather your tribe, beckoning you deep into the wild, and instilling in you the courage of 10 Wolverines. You know that voice.
Yep, it's me, your inner otter, and I want you to visit findyourinnerotter.com to explore all that Ottertail Lakes Country, Minnesota has in store for you. See you soon.
Rebels and Yellowjacket Volleyball brought to you in part tonight by Nias Family Sales, Perham Area Chamber of Commerce, Ray Sport Marine, Lakes Area Co-op, J&L Nutrition in the Backyard in Perham, Waterfront Recreational, Perham Health, Central Market, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Budget Blinds, Cash Concrete, Edine Family Dentistry, and Randall's Excavating, to name just a few of our sponsors bringing you action tonight between Perham and Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. Once again, Mike with you here on the broadcast. Let's take a look at those Cash Concrete and Lakes Ace Hardware starting lineups. We'll start with the Lakes Ace Hardware Perham Yellowjackets starting lineups, and they will look like this. They got the 5'10 senior number 2 Kennedy Pilgrim, along with the senior libero Allison Flatto. Greta Razor Jr. wearing number 6, and then Lainey Wacker, the setter, wearing number 11. She's a senior. Another senior, Jaden Hackle, wearing number 13. Addison Hackle, a freshman, or Addie Hackle for short, and wearing number 14. And then Willow Thiel, the 6-foot senior, wearing number 18, who's played like a senior since she's been a freshman. She will be one of the players to watch tonight. Let's take a look at the DGF starting lineups really quickly. Michaela Bielen, Camila Costello, Aria Garrett, Danielle Boyd, Chloe Fuller, Layla Fuss, Hallie Schreiber are your starters for the DGF Rebels. Let's see if we have time to take a look at the keys of the game here. I guess we do not have time to take a look at the keys of the game because that button's missing. But let me find a different button here.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game.
All right, let's start with the DGF Rebels. Bring the energy in the first set. Sets 1 and set 4 are the struggling sets for the DGF Rebels this season. If they can get off that second, third set style energy that they bring in the first set and get that first set victory, that could be key. That could be vital to picking up a victory here over a tough Yellowjackets team. Per Schreiber sets with Boyd and Garrett often. And Perham's going to have to watch out for those two on the attack on the other side of the net, as you can expect to hear those three names quite often this evening. And then anticipate the attack, put a stop to Thiel and Razor. And you got to get those blockers up front, anticipate, make those jumps at the right time, because Thiel from the outside or the middle, including Razor from the middle, will take care of business. We got the national anthem, and we'll take a look at the rest of the keys of the game here in just a moment.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game.
All right, so before the national anthem, we took a look at the keys to the game for the DGF Rebels. Now let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Perham Yellowjackets. It will be crucial to win that first set. We talked about it because DGF, their two biggest sets that they struggle in the most is set 1, and if they make it to set 4, they struggle in set 4. Usually how it goes is they lose set 1, they win sets 2 and 3, and then set 4 is like a repeat of set 1. So they need to reverse that somehow and pick up and bring that energy primarily to the first set, because if they can do that, maybe they could avoid that fourth set. Turn a free ball into an attack and a kill. Don't panic if the ball's going like way from the back on a panic bump from DGF back over to the Perham side of the net. Just be patient, bump set that, set it up, and set it up for your outside hitters and get the kill. Have good court sense, limit the violations. Sometimes the Yellowjackets get just a little bit too close to the net, and that's free points for the DGF Rebels, and that's another thing you don't want to give the Rebels. So those are your keys to the game for the Rebels and the Yellowjackets here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We'll take one more time out. We got that first serve coming up after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this, as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
River's Edge Cabinetry loves their customers, and customers like Emily love them right back. She says, I've seen a lot of cabinets in my 16 years of real estate sales and appraising, and the quality of River's Edge Cabinetry is right there with the best. Jen says working with them was great because they took care of everything. I really like their style, attention to detail, and being able to see 3D drawings up front. Call 218-346-0127 or visit the website today, riversedgecabinetry.com, turning your vision into reality.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Come meet the friendly and professional team and experience for yourself what it is patients love about Reuter Family Dentistry.
It's just nice to be in a small hometown knowing that you have a local dentist that cares about you, knows you, and wants to do what's best for you and your family.
Welcome back to the Hive in Perham. Hope you're having a great evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got the simulcast going back on the DGF YouTube channel. And then we're live here on Magnitude Sports as well. So wherever you're watching from, thank you for tuning in. And they just went through starting lineups. We're getting ready to go, and the officials taking a look at the lineups and making sure everybody's in the spot they're supposed to be to start. And let's see here. Who's going to get the first serve? It looks like it's going to be DGF. So move the ball over to the DGF side of the scoreboard there. Hallie Schreiber will start things off here for the DGF Rebels. And the first serve is over. Back set near side, and that one was put over there by Pilgrim. Or Hackle, excuse me. Costello bumps it back over. Nice diving dig out there by Willow Thiel. And another diving dig out on the other side, but it falls to the floor, and Perham strikes first here in set one. It's 1-0. And now the serve will go into the hands of Jaden Hackle. High serve. Costello makes first contact. There's the bump set for Boyd. Sends it over. Dug out there nicely by Laney Wacker. Set Willow Thiel from the 10-foot line, and that one's kept alive. Schreiber will set it up now. Middle of the net attack, and that one's down for a point. And it's 1-1 now. Here on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry United Community Bank scoreboard. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. We certainly appreciate it. DGF will get the serve. Standing serve is over. Thiel makes first contact. The set by Wacker. Back to Thiel, and she powers it down. And we were talking about that in our keys of the game. They got to be ready for Thiel on the outside. (2-1). Serving it up is Kennedy Pilgrim. Here's the set from Schreiber. Near side, that's B. Ellen. Blocked at the net, comes back over out of bounds. Point Perham. And it's 3-1. Back to serve is Kennedy Pilgrim once again. Pilgrim's high arcing serve, dug out by Costello. Schreiber with the back set far side. Blocked at the net. Willow Thiel alongside Greta Razor. And those are the two names we talked about on the keys of the game. It's 4-1 now in favor of Perham. And once again, DGF needs to get a point right here and avoid going down 5-1. And that's going to be an ace serve, and they're going to go down 5-1. So an ace serve here by Kennedy Pilgrim. 5 in a row here for Perham. Willow Thiel makes it 6 in a row. I'm sorry, that was 5 in a row because Perham scored first. We have a timeout taken by DGF. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Broadcast coverage of the Rebels and Yellowjackets tonight on Magnitude Sports is brought to you by Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Edine Family Dentistry, Cash Concrete, Budget Blinds, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Great Clips, and Frontier Airlines, to name a few, here as the DGF timeout is over. And Pilgrim with the ace serve leading into that timeout. Nice dig out there by Willow Thiel, and now they're going to call a double touch. So that'll be a point for the Rebels. And they score the first point out of their timeout. Serve is over. First contact there by Pilgrim. Long strike from behind the back line by Jaden Hackle. Sent back over. Nice dig out there by Wayne Wacker. And there we go. Nice job by DGF to keep that volley going. Now Willow Thiel's going to try and end it. She will. And 9 times out of 10, Willow Thiel's going to end it when she gets an opportunity to do so. Cameron Coast, a freshman, stands 5'8", sends a standing serve over. Schreiber with the set. Here's Garrett. Sends it over, but out of bounds. Point Perham. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Point Perham. 8-2. 8-2 here on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry United Community Bank scoreboard. Serve is over. Schreiber tips it over in 2, and that's going to be they're saying she went over the net. So point Perham. 9-2 is our score. Once again, DGF getting off to that slow start in set 1 that we chatted about in the pregame show. And their backs are going to be against the wall here if they drop this first set. And you've seen some of the power from Perham already early on here. And that alone does not require any additional explanation why this first set is important to DGF. That serve just a little bit too far, and a nice job there by Ellie Boyd to make sure that she didn't touch that. It gives the Rebels their 3rd point. (10-3) serve hits the tape as it goes over. Nice dig out there by Kennedy Pilgrim. Willow Thiel puts it off the bump wrist of Camille Costello, and it's 11-3 now here in favor of the Perham Yellowjackets. (5-0) run, a point in between, and a 4-0 run, and then trading points brings us to the 11-3 score. Wacker sets it up. That was far side. That was Jaden Hackle. And there's a kill for the Rebels. 11-4 now. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by New Horizons Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, EOT Insurance, United Community Bank, and Farnborough Financial Services. As the Rebels will have the serve here. Down 11-4 in the first set. Wacker with the set, and putting it down for the kill is Greta Razor. And it's 12-4. So Razor with the kill. She'll go back to serve now here for the first time this evening with her team leading by 8 early on in the first set here. Razor will set it up from the middle of the service line. That serve is over. First touch by Boyd. Now Costello sends it back to Boyd. She'll tip it over. Nice job there by Jaden Hackle to keep it alive. Back to the Rebels now. Here's the set. Aria Garrett dug out there nicely by Cameron Coast. Set up Willow Thiel through the blockers and down. Check that. That was actually Jaden Hackle through the blockers and down, and it's 13-4. I gotta check the shoes. Thiel has the pink shoes. And Hackle has the orange shoes. Should not mix that one up again. Razor's serve is over. Boyd makes first contact. Here's the set for Garrett, far side over, and a nice dig out, and they have to get it over. Free ball here for the Rebels. Never mind, out of bounds, and a point for the Rebels, and it's 13-5. Once again, expect the Rebels to come out with a little bit more energy and passion in set 2. Expect. Crossing my fingers, I'm not jinxing it there. Here's the set from Wacker. That one from Hackle is blocked at the net by Ellie Boyd, and it's a point for the Rebels, and they've scored 2 in a row now. Holding Perham to a 3-point rally. So they go from a 5-point rally to a 4-point rally to a 3-point rally, and now DGF's on a 2-0 run. That one is into the net. It's a 3-0 run for DGF, 13-7. All of a sudden, that deficit looking a little less and a little less ugly on the scoreboard. Can DGF continue a little bit of a comeback here as Camille Costello will serve it up. Hop serve, it's up and over. Chasing after it there was Wacker. Sent over the line by Thiel. Boyd returns, drops in front of the back line. It's a kill for Ellie Boyd. 13-8. That's 4 in a row now here for the DGF Rebels. On your Huseman Schreiber Masonry United Community Bank scoreboard. Thank all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's action. Costello's jump serve, one touch back. Costello sets it up. Back set, I believe that's Bielen on the far side there. Tip back over, Costello keeps it alive. Ooh, that foot went over the line and the referees missed it. And back the other way, the point and the kill goes to Jaden Hackle. Either way, Perham gets the point, and that ends the 4-point rally there from the DGF Rebels. Back to serve now for the Yellowjackets is the senior Laney Wacker. Wacker nearly getting an ace. Free ball back for the Yellowjackets. Wacker will set it up. Middle of the net attack is through the blockers, kept alive. And now Boyd will send it back. Blocked at the net, kept alive, and they cannot return it. And the block at the net puts Perham up 15-8. So Wacker, the 5'7" senior setter, will serve it once again. Standing serve is just barely over the net and down for an ace. Second ace of the night for the Yellowjackets as they double up on the Rebels on that ace serve there by Wacker. That ace serve and the last one from Kennedy Pilgrim, brought to you by Reuter Family Dentistry. And there's, I thought that was going to be a kill. Thiel cannot get it. That'll be 4 touches, and it'll be a point for DGF, 16-9. So Schreiber will go to the service line for the second time tonight. She started the match off with the serve for DGF. Perham scored the first point of the match off that serve. Comes back. Nice dig out there by Bielen. Push back over. Bielen punched over. Nicely done. Wacker keeps it alive for the Yellowjackets. They set it up near side. Blocked at the net. And it's, what was it, Bielen? Let me see the jersey number. I think it was Bielen. No, check that. Had a 1 in front of that 3. And it was actually Layla Fuss who made the block. So it's 16-10 now as the Rebels get into double digits. There's a kill from the far side for Addison Hackle, or Addie Hackle, the younger sister of Jaden Hackle. Addie a freshman, Jaden a senior. 17-10. And a jump serve is over the back line, and it's another point here for the Rebels, 17-11 now. So taking a look at the rallies, you go from 5-4 to 3 to 3 to 1. And you can see that that slow start from DGF was exactly what happened, but they're starting to get into the groove of it now. That one will go out of bounds, and that's 2 in a row now here for the Rebels. 17-12, they're down by 5. They're back in this first set, but a service error out of bounds will give the point back and the serve back to the Yellowjackets. Kennedy Pilgrim, 5'10" senior, with the serve. Serve is over. Costello makes first contact. Schreiber will set it up here, and I didn't see who that was who sent it over. It looked like Chloe Fuller. And there's a kill from Willow Thiel on the far side, and it's 19-12. All of a sudden, that 5-point deficit has grown to 7. DGF needs to come up with a plan of attack really soon here if they don't want this first set to slip away from them. 19-12, and that one will not make it over the net. It's now 19-13 on the service error. Layla Fuss comes in to serve now here for the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels. And Fuss's serve is over. Willow Thiel cannot control it. It's an ace serve brought to you by Adine Family Dentistry for Layla Fuss.
That attack goes into the net, and I think that's 4 touches. Yep, it never came to the other side. It was never touched by the Rebels. So now it is 19-15. So service error at 19-12, and the Rebels are back within 4 now as they scored 3 in a row. Theo, middle of the net attack, dug out, right back to the Yellowjackets. Back set, near side, blocked out of bounds. Point Perham, and it'll be Addie Hackle with the kill. So a 3-point rally by DGF, including an ace serve from Layla Fuss, comes to an end. And now the Rebels are down 5, and Perham needs 5 to win. Here's Garrett, sends it over. Wacker will set it up for Theo, far side. Block tipped at the net, bump set. Now Schreiber will back set it there for, I believe that is Fuss. Check that is Fuller. And that'll be a point for DGF. It is 20-16. So they hold the Perham to 1 point. It's the first time in the set outside of 1-0-1-1 that the Rebels were able to hold Perham to just 1 in a row. It landed on the line, or did it? It must have been just out according to the back official. Looked like it landed on the line according to my eyeballs, but we'll go with the official. 20-17. Big moment in the set here for the DGF Rebels. They'll push over a free ball. Costello will control it. Schreiber will set it for Garrett. Middle of the net. Tipped at the middle of the net. Rebels collide into each other, and getting the block and the point there for Perham is Greta Razor. 21-17. It's still a reachable match here for DGF, but they got to first handle the Willow Thiel serve, and the jump serve is over. They handle it. Here's the set. Far side, sent over there by B. Ellen. Middle of the net attack. Greta Razor with a powerful strike. And it's 22-17. Greta Razor, a 6-foot junior. She's still got another year with the Yellowjackets here, and she's been paired with some really good volleyball players over the last couple years. Kind of alternated between JV and varsity last year, straight varsity this year, at least to the best of my knowledge anyway. And another point for Perham makes it 23-17. And a timeout is taken by the DGF Rebels. They've gotten back into the set, but falling down early has hurt them. We'll see if they can come up with a comeback when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Ray's Sport and Marine in Perham has you covered for all your recreational needs. Ray's carries a large inventory of Lund boats, Bennington pontoons, plus Viaggio pontoons. They also carry the Yamaha line of ATVs and UTVs, as well as the full line of Honda Power Sports. Stop in and check out all of what Ray's Sport and Marine has to offer. Good luck to all Perham athletes, and go Yellowjackets!
Broadcast coverage of the Rebels and the Yellowjackets brought to you tonight by Reuter Family Dentistry, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, Central Market, Perham Health, Waterfront Recreational, J&L Nutrition in the backyard. We'll have your player of the game for Perham in our post-game show. On the flip side, it'll be Randall's Excavating with your player of the game coming up in the post-game show, but still a ways to go before we get that far. And right now, DGF trying to crawl their way back into this one. But Perham getting enough, doing just enough to stay in front. Willow Theo with the serve out of the DGF timeout. Last time the Rebels called the timeout, they scored a point. Sent back over, Costello will control it, push over in 2, and it lands out of bounds, and that will be set point here for the Perham Yellowjackets. 24-17 now. Set point for the Jackets. Willow Theo's jump serve over. Back set, far side, B. Ellen. And B. Ellen will get the kill. (24-18). Coming up shortly here, 24-19 now. Coming up shortly here is your Frontier Airlines set recap. Costello will dig it out. Here's the set. Garrett goes on the attack. Finds the floor. 24-20. That's a 3-0 run to respond to a 4-0 run by Perham prior to that. And that one will fall to the floor, and it's 24-21 as the Rebels are right on the doorstep, but it's a dangerous doorstep. They have to play perfect volleyball from here on out if they want to take that first set, and it's an ace serve, and they are 2 away from knotting this one up. That's 5-0 rally now here for the Rebels. Serve is over. The set there by Jaden Hackle, and then it's sent back over. Free ball here for the Rebels. They'll set it up for Garrett. Garrett punches it over. It's dug out nicely by Pilgrim. Now Willow Thiel from behind the 10-foot line floats one over. They'll be set up for Ellie Boyd near side. Kept alive there, and almost a miscommunication. And wrong side of the net, and it's a 1-point match at 24-23. At one point, the Rebels were down 24-17, and now Perham will take a timeout. It's a 6-0 rally here for the DGF Rebels. We'll take a break and come back with the conclusion of set 1 here in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
(24-23) at one point. DGF was down 24-17. They called a timeout. Perham hasn't scored since. Now Perham's called a timeout. And DGF's looking to tie this up and send us to bonus volleyball. Here's the set from Wacker. And for the win and the kill, it's Jaden Hackle set up from Laney Wacker. And that will end it. Out of the timeout, Perham gets the point they need, and they take the first set. 25-23. But the Rebels put up an excellent effort. They just got down too far too soon, and they almost dug themselves out of the hole. Can they bring that into set 2 and get one back? We're about to find out. Your Frontier Airlines set recap coming up in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
All right, welcome back to your Frontier Airlines Set 1 recap. It was the Perham Yellowjackets scoring first, but then DGF would tie it up at 1-1. That was our first tie of the match and our only tie of set number 1. Perham would rattle off 5 in a row to take a 6-1 lead that would lead to a DGF timeout. DGF would come out of the timeout, score, make it 6-2, before Perham would tack on 4 more to make it 10-2. And then 10-3, 11-3 as the teams traded points. Perham 3 in a row to make it 13-4. And then at 13-4, it'd be the Rebels that go on a mini run. They'd get 4 in a row to trim the lead from 13-4 to 13-8. But the Perham Yellowjackets would respond and get 3 of those 4 back. 14-8, 15-8, and 16-8 on an ace serve by Laney Wacker. After the ace serve, it would be 2 points for the Rebels to trim the lead down to 16-10. Perham would score 2 more for the Rebels to make it 17-12. 2 more for the Perham Yellowjackets to make it 19-12, but on that 19-12 serve, the ball would not make it over the net, and the Rebels would come back with 3 of their own. scoring 19-13, an ace serve from the Rebels' Layla Fuss to make it 19-14, then 19-15. Perham would score, and then that'd make it 20-15. The Rebels would come back with 2 to make it 20-17. 4 in a row for Perham to make it 24-17. Then a DGF timeout. And out of the timeout, DGF would score 6 in a row to make it 24-23. Perham would take a timeout, come out, score, and win the first set. And now it's DGF striking first here in set number 2. Near side attack is into the net on the swing there by Jaden Hackle, and it's a 2-0 lead here for the DGF Rebels. And so far, it's going exactly as predicted, as I stated in the pregame show. That one's floated over there on the tap by Addie Hackle. Now sent over with 2 hands. Racing after it was Thiel. Costello, now Schreiber sets it up. Middle of the net attack is down, and that is Chloe Fuller. And that puts DGF up 3-0 now here in the second set. Ellie Boyd back to serve here for DGF. I want to thank everybody watching on the DGF Schools YouTube channel as well as on Magnitude Sports. Wherever you're watching from, we thank you for tuning in. And we wish that you would say thanks to our sponsors when you get a chance for making this broadcast possible. Far side attack, whistle, and a point DGF as there's a net violation on a point Perham as there's a net violation on DGF. So the 3-0 start comes to an end. It's now 3-1. Perham will have their first serve of set 2. It's going to come off the hands of Jaden Hackle. Costello will make first contact as Schreiber sets it up. Pushed over there, kept alive there by Wacker, and now sent back over. Dug out by Boyd. Schreiber will set it up this time for Michaela Bielen. She sends it too far, and it's 3-2. Oh, it's there. I take that back. They're saying the point goes to the Rebels. It's 4-1. Looked like it went out of bounds. Maybe it was tipped. I didn't see the tip signal. I was looking at the ball. Now you can put a point on the board for the Jackets. And the lead is cut in half at 4-2. Back to serve, here's the 5'10 senior, Kennedy Pilgrim. Serve just barely over the net. Bielen makes first contact as Schreiber sets it up for Garrett. And now Thiel taps it over with 2 hands. She finds the floor. And a perfect tap over there by Willow Thiel to pull the Jackets back within 1. Only had 1 tie at 1-1 back in set 1. Can the Jackets get our first tie here at 4 apiece? We're about to find out. Schreiber will set it up, and that's through the blockers. No, it's not. It's blocked at the net by Willow Thiel. Greta Razor may have had a piece of that block, but I think it was Thiel with most of it, and we're tied at 4-4. Our first tie of set 2. Razor with the serve. Costello makes first contact into the net. Bad angle. Point Perham. And they take the lead at 5-4. Their first lead of set number 2. As Kennedy Pilgrim will serve it again. Boyd makes first contact, and now Schreiber sets it up for Garrett, and Garrett will get the kill, and we're tied at 5. There we go. Now they got the scoreboard in the gym correct. 5-5. Chloe Fuller to serve. At least it looks like her. And it was. Pushed over there, I believe that was Bielen. Here's Willow Thiel. Floats one over, kept alive. Schreiber will set it up for Bielen. Bielen goes into the net, point Perham. And Perham will retake the lead at 6-5. Back to serve for the Yellowjackets. It's Kennedy Pilgrim. Or check that. They'll have a rotation here. And back to serve will be Cameron Coast, a 5'8 freshman. Plays the center position when she's in the game usually. One of 4 Yellowjackets with a shade of pink on their shoes. I heard the whistle. I didn't see the hand signal. What's the call? They're giving the point to Perham, 7-5. Serve is over. Boyd makes first. Check that. It was Boyd with the set, actually. Push back over. No, I take that back. That was Iwan with the set. And that one will fall down. Looks like they are congratulating Kendall Kruger on that point for DGF, and it's 7-6. And this looks a lot like the set 2 we're used to from DGF. Free balls coming for the Rebels. Can they set up an attack? Here's Garrett. Kept alive there by Cameron Coast, who dives for it. Pushed over there by Razor. They'll set it up. Boyd sends it over. One touch, back, top of the net. Tip down. That should be a double touch. Oh, no. They're going to say it hit the floor. No double touch. Either way, it's a point for the Rebels. And that's our third tie of set 2, 4-5, and now 7-7. Student section for the Yellowjackets chanting PHS as Boyd sends it over from the 10-foot line and finds the floor. It's 8-7. The Rebels have the lead. Serve is over. Here's Wacker with the set. Thiel sends it over, dug out, heading out of bounds, and ooh, I thought she touched the net. Doesn't matter, the ball hits the floor, and we're tied at 8. So we've been tied at 4, 5, 7, and 8 now. And if I were to show you my scoring sheets for all the DGF games that we've done, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this matches up almost perfectly with the other ones. Far side, I believe that was Bielen. No, it was not. It was actually Kendall Kruger. Rebels take a 9-8 lead. Back to serve here is Costello. Costello with a jump serve. Hits the tape as it goes over and falls for an ace. The first time the Rebels have had a 2-point lead since the score was 4-2. So this time, Perham will handle the serve. They'll set it up far side, and a nice dig out comes right back to the Yellowjackets. A joust for it at the net, and now Hackle on the attack, and Hackle will try again. Blocked at the net, keeps it alive. And Thiel sends a free ball over as the Yellowjackets nearly miscommunicated. That one lands in bounds. The last time the Rebels had a 3-point lead, the score was 3-0 and 4-1. Now Perham will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
At Waterfront Recreational LLC, the mission is to deliver high-quality and custom-built steps, decks, and docks so you can access and enjoy your property. We believe in hard work, honest and fair dealing, high-quality craftsmanship, and excellent customer service. Our products have proven results. We can't control the weather, but our docks remain rock solid in the windiest of conditions. We also offer boat storage in the wintertime. Call or text 218-298-1353 for more information about each of our services, or visit waterfrontrecreational.com today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
All right, welcome back to the Hive here in Perham. Here you see the Yellowjackets take that first set, but now they trail in set 2, 11-8. Here to the DGF Rebels. And the Rebels looking to force a set 4 if they can win set 2 here. Costello will come out to serve after the Perham timeout. DGF is on a 3-0 rally coming out of this timeout. Costello will dig it out. Here's the back set. Sent over. And now a free ball sent back by Willow Thiel. Attack Ellie Boyd. Finds the floor. She got it. And it's 12-8. And a 4-point lead for DGF. Ellie Boyd from that near side. Got a perfect jump. Got the perfect height, the perfect swing, and powered it down to the opposite corner of the floor. Costello with a running jump serve again. That one came down sharply, a little bit tough for the Yellowjackets to handle. Back over on the other side now. Boyd will try again. Boyd gets another kill. Back-to-back points for Ellie Boyd. 13-8, the Rebels have the lead. Some DGF fans here in a bunch of Minnesota Vikings football jerseys. And that came down on the wrong side of the net. It was a nice effort there by the Rebels, but that one's going to go in favor of Perham. And it's now 9-13 with Greta Razor serving here for the Yellowjackets. This is set by Iwan, pushed over, finds the floor away to second. Net violation on Perham, so the kill will not go into the books as a kill, but it's a point for DGF either way. So 14-9 and make it 15-9. Another bad angle at the net for Perham this time, and Schreiber will go back to serve. With her team leading by 6 here on the Huseman-Schreiber United Community Bank scoreboard. Huseman-Schreiber Masonry United Community Bank scoreboard, and a block at the net. Layla Fuss and Chloe Fuller in on that block for the DGF Rebels. 16-9. And Perham will get the point. Put him into double digits at 10-16. So DGF scoring 8 of the last 10 points. I think I put the point on the wrong side there. We'll give the point to Perham. Take a point away from DGF. 16-10. That's your correct score. Here's Schreiber with the set. Middle of the net, just over the line on the attack there by Layla Fuss. And a point for Perham. 16-11. Yellowjackets back within 5. Serve is over. And now Bielen. And what's the call? Is it 4 touches? It is. It's now Perham looking to crawl their way back into this one here. Costello makes first contact. Schreiber will chase after for the set. Bielen sends it over. Bump set up there by Hackle, and now sent back over by, who was that? I don't it was number 2. It was Kennedy Pilgrim. And now Pilgrim sends it over again. Schreiber keeps it alive. Bump set sent over. It lands down in front of the back line. It's a point for DGF. I believe it was Boyd who got that one. And it's 17-12. So the Rebels with a 3-0 run. The Perham Yellowjackets respond with a 3-0 run of their own, and now DGF scores to take that 5-point lead back. Far side attack is down for Addie Hackle. (17-13), Yellowjackets within 4. As Jaden Hackle, the older sister of Addie Hackle, will come back to serve. Jump serve is over. Bielen makes first contact. Schreiber will set it up, and that one's dug out. Now Wacker will set it up for Thiel. Thiel went up just a little too much, too high, and on the swing, she pounded the pounded the ball to the floor instead of elevated it over and down. And that results in a point for DGF. 18-13 now. Rebels have a 5-point advantage. 10-foot line attack is over and out of bounds, and another point for the Rebels. Wacker will set it up. Here's Theo on the attack. Blocked at the net, and they anticipated that one, just like we talked about in the keys of the game. Here's Garrett. Can't get it tipped over. Kept alive. Joust for it at the net. Comes all the way back, and they will get it over on that third touch. I thought for a moment that might have been the fourth touch. Through the blockers and down on the far side with the kill for the DGF Rebels is Chloe Fuller. A 7-point advantage at 20-13 here on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry scoreboard and United Community Bank scoreboard. Wacker with the set, middle of the net attack, pushed over there by Addie Hackle. Schreiber will set it up, through the blockers and down. Near side kill for Michaela Bielen. 21-13, and the Yellowjackets will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Well, there you see your set scores. Rebels getting down by as much as 10-2 in that first set before they started to crawl their way back into it. And they took that momentum from the end of set one right into set two, kind of like we expected, kind of like we talked about. And they are with a comfortable lead right now. Up by 8, 21-13 here on the road. Standing service over. Once again, both these teams have won 3 of their last 4. And one of them trying to make it 4 of their last 5. So out of the timeout, Perham will score to make it 21-14. That ends a 4-0 rally for the DGF Rebels, and then the DGF Rebels look to start another one right here, as Perham can only get 1. (22-14), Rebels have the lead. Serve is over. Wacker will set it up. Here comes Theo. Kept alive there by Fuller. Schreiber pushes it over on the third touch. And now Theo goes on the attack, and it's blocked out of bounds by Garrett. Theo get credit for the kill, and it's an exchange of points. And we're at 22-15 now. Cameron Coast back to serve here for the second time this evening from the service line for the Yellowjackets. Coast standing serve, powers one over and out of bounds as Costello on the other side watches it go out of bounds for a DGF point. 23-15. Bielen serve into the net. And the teams continue to exchange points here. After the Perham timeout at 21-13, it's been back and forth, 1 point each. We'll see if Perham can change that. No. Another 1 point exchange, and now it's set point here for the Rebels. So Costello will go back to serve now here for DGF. DGF 7-8 overall. The Yellowjackets 11-7 overall. Here comes Boy. And that one came right back to the Rebels. Costello bump set it far side through the blockers, and it's sent back over. Kept alive by B. Ellen. And what side of it fell on the Rebels side of the net? Point Perham. So once again, we continue to exchange points one by one here. Your Frontier Airlines Set 2 recap coming up here in a moment as Razor sends it over. Costello, the other number 6, makes first contact on the other side. And that's our first 2 points in a row scored in quite some time. The last time 2 points or more was scored in a row, the score was 2013 and 21-13 DGF. It's 24-18 now. And it's into the net, and that will do it. So the Rebels tie it up at 1 with a 25-18 victory in set number 2. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network with your Frontier Airlines Set 2 recap in a moment here on Magnitude. Stay tuned. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back to your Frontier Airlines Set 2 recap here. The DGF Rebels got out to a 3-0 start before Perham scored, but then the teams would exchange points, and then Perham would go on a 3-0 run to tie it up at 4. 4-0 run to take it a 5-4 lead. DGF ties at 5. 2 in a row for Perham makes it 7-5, and then 3 in a row makes it 7-8. Perham ties it at 8, and then DGF goes on a 3-point run. Perham would call a timeout, come out of the timeout. DGF would tack on 2 more for a 5-0 run before Perham would score to make it 13-9. DGF would respond with 3 to make it 16-9. Perham would respond with 3 to make it 16-12. Teams would trade the next 2 points to make it 17-13 before DGF goes on a 4-0 run to make it 21-13, and Perham would call a timeout. Out of the timeout, the teams would exchange points for almost the remainder of the match. Back and forth we would go from 21-14 all the way up to 24-16. Then Perham would score 2 in a row to make it 24-17, 24-18, and then a service error on Perham would end it and give the Rebels the free point and the win. And now DGF has the serve, and they start things off with a service error, and it'll be Perham who gets the first point here in set 3. Jaden Hackle with the serve. Here's Fuller on the attack, and she couldn't finesse it over the top of the net. Lands on the wrong side, and Perham jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Hackle's serve is over again. Kept alive, free ball, and they're going to call it lift, a double touch. Okay, 3-0 Perham. Remember, DGF got out to a 3-0 start in set 2, and now Perham's got out to a 3-0 set here in set 3. Diving touch sends it right back to the Yellowjackets, and Will Thiel will finesse it over as they were anticipating that block. Wacker with a bump set. Thiel will try again. One touch, joust at the net, kept alive, and then it falls to the floor, and Thiel get credit for the kill, and it's 4-0 Perham here in set number 3, excuse me. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Lakes Area Co-op, Ray Sport Marine, Nias Family Sales, Perham Area Chamber of Commerce, and KLN Family Brands, among others. And now it's a 5-0 lead here for the Yellowjackets. Back to serve is Jaden Hackle. Hackle's jump serve is over. Costello makes first contact. It's going to be an ace for Hackle. So on the ace serve by Jaden Hackle, DGF will take a timeout, and we will take one with them. They are down 6-0. They're looking to avoid a repeat of set 1. We'll see if they can do that when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Welcome back. Yellowjackets off to a great start here in set number 3 as they take a 6-0 lead into a DGF timeout courtesy of an ace serve from Jaden Hackle, who's at the service line now with the jump serve. This one's controlled. Schreiber on the bump set, sent over there by Layla Fuss. Wacker. And she will not catch up to it, and there'll be a 7-0 start here for the Yellowjackets. So Hackle will go back on the serve again. I think 7 in a row is the most I've seen by any team we've broadcasted this season so far. Make it 8 in a row, and if that last statement is true, the Yellowjackets have set a 2023 record. Not a record I keep track of, but 8 in a row here for the Yellowjackets. Wacker Thiel from the 10-foot line. Costello digs it out. Schreiber will set it up there, and that is sent over there by Fuss. Rebels were ready for that one. Boyd gets blocked at the net. Schreiber will dig it out. Costello on the bump set. Far side, Fuller sends it over. Dug out in front of the back line by Jaden Hackle. Now Willow Thiel gets it just in front of the line, and it's a 9-0 start here for the Perham Yellowjackets. 9 is certainly the biggest run of the map so far. The Yellowjackets had a 5-0 run early in set 1. And the Rebels had a 6-0 run late in set 1. Boyd sends it over. Wacker with the set. Middle of the net attack there from Pilgrim sends it over. Schreiber will set it up for Boyd again. Got it. Boyd gets the kill, and that puts the Rebels on the board. It's 9-1. Match tied at a set apiece here on your Huseman Schreiber Masonry United Community Bank scoreboard. Wacker with a bump set. Theo will go up for it, and Theo will find the floor, and it's 10-1. In set 1, Perham led 6-1. At one point, they led 10-2. We'll see if DGF can make it 10-2 once again here on this play. Schreiber will set it up. And it's blocked at the net, falls to the floor, and it's another point for the Perham Yellowjackets as they go up by double digits on the Rebels, 11-1. Set 4 is going to happen regardless. And that one goes into the net. And another point here for Perham as they go up 12-1. Saw a completely different DGF team in set 2. And now we're seeing that set 1 team here in set 3. So Perham dominating in the odd-numbered sets. And they get another kill. No, Greta Razor went into the net. That is going to be a point for DGF. And it's 12-2. A 9-0 run to start for Perham here in set 3. That's blocked at the net. Theo pops it back over. Schreiber will set it up for Garrett. Garrett tipped as it comes over the net. First touch by Jaden Hackle. Now Theo into the net, or was it blocked? I'm not sure. I think it was into the net. I want to go with into the net. And if I'm wrong, then I guess I'm wrong. 12-3 now is their score. First time DGF has scored 2 in a row here in this set. And now it's 13-3. Freshman Cameron Coast serves it over. Boyd makes first contact. Schreiber sets it up. Fuller sends over a free ball. Wacker sets it up for Greta Razor. Dug out there by Costello. Schreiber sets it up near side for Bielen. Bump back over by Theo. Schreiber will make first contact. Costello with the bump set far side. Out of bounds, too far. Point Perham, 14-13, 14-3. DGF not out of this set yet, but they will be soon if they can't come up with a rally. Here's Theo, pushes it back over, and just out of bounds. Point DGF, 14-4. Chloe Fuller back to serve here. Standing serve is over. Wacker will set it up. Thiel near side. Through the blockers and down for the kill. Willow Thiel makes it 15-4. Fuller will go out. Iwan will come in. Looks like Kendall Kruger is coming in. As Schreiber will get a breather as well. Here's Thiel with the serve for Perham. Set by Iwan for Garrett. Middle of the net. Too far. Out of bounds. Point Perham 16-4. And the Yellowjackets look like they have set 3 here in the bag. That one up and over. Costello makes first contact. Back set there by Iwan, and that one's too far, and it's 17-4. So this is a set that the Rebels are just going to have to brush off and come back and have another set 2-like set in set 4 and see if they can force a set 5 or not. Unless, barring some magical turnaround here, I think Perham's got this set. And that one's down. That's a kill there for Jaden Hackle. 18-4. Free ball sent over. No free ball. They send it too far once again. That is the 8th time in this set they have sent it over the back line. And it results in a 19-4 advantage for the Perham Yellowjackets. Willow Thiel, little hop serve, rainbow serve over. Costello makes first contact. Now it's sent over here. Wacker will set it up for a middle and an attack. Greta Razor got it in bounds. And it's 20-4 on the kill by Greta Razor. And DGF will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
All right, 20-4 as Willow Theo will have the serve out of the DGF timeout. Costello, Iowan with the back set, middle of the net. Garrett sends it over, kept alive there by Coast. And that one will fall to the floor. I'm not sure who got the kill there for Perham that time, but it doesn't matter too much. They're up 21-4. They've scored 7 in a row. They started the set by scoring 9 in a row. That one's over. Kept alive by, I believe that was Boyd who had the second touch. Sent back over, and Boyd will dig it out. And that is that Carly Wagner, number 4? Yes, it is. She's into the lineup first time tonight, at least I think. Wagner sends it back over and gets the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row there. And now Michaela Bielen, with her team down 21-5, will serve it up here for the Rebels. Once again, this is a set they're just going to have to brush off and see if they can come back in set 4 with a game that they had in set 2. Off the hands of Willow Thiel, and the kill on the far side will be awarded to I'm waiting to get the jersey number. It's 21-6, I can tell you that much. Make it 21-7. It was Bielen with the kill. No, it wasn't. It's the blonde at the front of the net who got the kill 2 points ago. Punch back over. That was Iwan with the touch. I believe that was Boyd who sent it over. And through the blockers and down, Greta Razor gets another one. 22-6. 22-7, excuse me. So Garrett sends it over, kept alive by Razor. Wacker will set it up, far side. Hackle blocked at the net by Aria Garrett. 22-8. So the Rebels scored 3 in a row, and now 1 for Perham and 1 so far for DGF. Make it 2 so far for DGF. 22-9. Costello back to serve. Serve is over. Nice dig out by Theo. Set up middle of the net attack there, sent over by Jaden Hackle, and the Rebels send a free ball back. Volley continues. Wacker sets it up. Nice dig out by Costello. Boyd from the 10-foot line and dug out by Willow Theo. Middle of the net attack, Pilgrim. I almost said somebody else. It was Kennedy Pilgrim who got that kill. And it's 23-9. So I think the Rebels coaching staff has accepted that they're going to move on to set 4 here. Doesn't mean they're going to quit battling here in set 3, but Wacker will set it up, and that will be one closer. Set point here for the Yellowjackets at 24-9. Can the Rebels get to double digits? We're about to find out. Back to serve, here's Lainey Wacker. Her serve is over and down for an ace, and the Rebels will not get the double digits. The ace serve will give the win to the Perham Yellowjackets in set number 2, and they take a 2-1 lead here, moving into set 4. Can the Rebels force that 5th and final set? We're about to find out when we return after the break with your Frontier Airlines set 3 recap in a couple of moments here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you.
Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
All right, welcome back. Heading into set 4, your set 3 Frontier Airlines set recap just ahead. Frontier Airlines, visit them at flyfrontier.com to learn more about the Go Wild Pass and lock in $15 one-way flights both in and out of Fargo or Minneapolis, your choice, to over 90 destinations in the United States and even a handful of destinations outside of the United States as well. Once again, that's flyfrontier.com. Learn about the Go Wild Pass to learn about how you can lock in $15 flights. That's a pretty good price. I've taken a few of those $15 flights. Yellowjackets jump out to a 5-0 lead, then an ace serve from Jaden Hackle made it 6-0 to force DGF to call a timeout. Out of the timeout, the Yellowjackets would continue to build their lead up to a 9-0 start before DGF got on the board to make it 9-1. Perham tacked on 3 more before DGF got 2, and then Perham responded with 2 to make it 14-3. DGF scored to make it 14-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to make it 21-4. 4 to make it 21-7. 1 for Perham, and then 2 for DGF to make it 22-9. And then 3 in a row to end the set at 25-9. The team who has scored first has gone on to win this set. And in set 4, that team happens to be DGF. We'll see if that trend continues or not. Wacker will set it up. Middle of the net attack is over. Kept alive. Schreiber will set it up. Middle of the net attack there. That was tipped, I believe. Oh, they're saying it's not tipped. Okay, it's 1-1 then. We had no ties in that third set. Hackle with the serve. Costello makes first contact, and that'll be a bad touch. They're calling it a double touch. And Perham will take the 2-1 lead. Now, Perham had a 2-1 lead in set 1, just like they do now, but they didn't. But the scoring was reversed. It was Perham who scored first, and this time it was DGF who scored first. And that's a kill there for Michaela Bielen. And that ties us up at 2-2. In set 2, we had our first tie at 4-4, and now we're at 2-2 and have our second tie already. Wacker will set it up. Willow Theo will send it down, and it's 3-2 Perham. That serve is over. Costello, and now Schreiber with the bump set, sent over by Boyd. Wacker makes the first touch. They send it over to Theo, dug out by Costello. Schreiber will set it up. Bielen into the net, point Perham. 4-2 as the Yellowjackets double up on the Rebels here in set 4. They have the 4-2 lead, and if they win this set, they will win the match. Otherwise, we'll go to the 5th and deciding set if DGF can pull off a victory here in set 4. Nice dig out there by Jaden Hackle, and now sent over from behind the 10-foot line by Kennedy Pilgrim. Here's Garrett now. Pilgrim will dig it out. Wacker will set it up. Theo will go on the attack, and Costello was there for the dig. Bielen, and tried to make him the foot save there was Kennedy Pilgrim. She had a foot save last time I was here at the Hive, but not this time at the Hive, and that will be a point for the Rebels, and it's 4-3. If you missed that foot save highlight, it's on the homepage of our YouTube channel. That one hit the line. That one should be a point. Well, it was, okay, they're saying it was tipped by DGF, so either way, it's a point for DGF for Perham, and it's 5-3. Freshman Coast will come in to serve for the 4th time from the service line this evening here in set 4. Averaging a trip to the service line per set. Averaging. Garrett sends it over, hits the top of the net, and falls out of bounds, and a point for the Rebels. 5-4. Just had to make sure that I saw what I think I saw there, and the referees confirmed it. 5-4. Wacker with the set. Theo on the attack. Blocked at the net. What's the call? Is it a net violation? No, it's 4 touches. And it's 5-5. It's our 3rd tie of set 4. Tied at 1, tied at 2, and now tied at 5. Serve is over, and free ball here for the Rebels. Can they set up an attack? Boyd will send it over, out of bounds, too far. Point Perham, and they retake the lead at 6-5. Theo, hop serve over. Sent back, I believe that was Garrett who sent it back. And Costello was going after it after the tip by Boyd, but it'll fall to the floor, and Perham will take a 2-point advantage at 7-5. Willow Theo will continue on the serve here. Three in a row. They got points 5, 6, and 7, the Yellowjackets did. That's the longest streak outside of 1-1, 1-1, and 1-2 in a row by Perham earlier at 3 and 4. Volley stays alive. DGF kind of chasing after it there, and the last touch was Jaden Hackle, and it's 8-6 now. Serve there from Greta Razor. That one's sent over by Fuss. And that one's tipped over by Jaden Hackle. And it's 9-6 now in favor of the Yellowjackets. So Razor will go back and serve once again. Boyd blocked at the net there. Nicely done by Kennedy Pilgrim. Sent back by Bielen. Wacker will set it up far side. Hackle sends it over. Now it's sent back, I believe that's Kruger. And it lands in bounds. And it is a point and a kill for the DGF Rebels, 9-7. One touch back to the Rebels. Chance to set it up for an attack. Here comes Fuss. Sends it over, and now that's Hackle sending it back. Bielen, now I think that was Schreiber sending it up for Fuss, and Fuss gets the kill. And it's 9-8, and the Rebels are back within a digit. Hard serve is over. Wacker with the set. And that's through the blockers and down for Jaden Hackle. 10-8 as the Yellowjackets, the first one to get the double digits. The first one to get the double digits in each of the set has gone on to win the set. DGF's going to look to change that pattern here. Blocked at the net, and one touch by Boyd goes into the stands, and another point here for the Yellowjackets, and it's 11-8 now. DGF doesn't have much more room for error here. Into the net, bad angle. Can they keep it alive? They can. Nicely done. Now Perham has a chance to go on the attack as it's pushed over by 2 by Laney Wacker, and it is now 12-8. It is their third 3-0 run here since the score was 5-5. I take that back. It's their second 3-0 run since 5-5. And now that 3-0 run will come to a conclusion as the Rebels will get the point. Serve is over. And the kill is down. Addie Hackle with the kill. 13-9. Rebels get a point, but that's all they get. Back to serve now is Jaden Hackle. Jump serve from Hackle is over. Costello makes first contact to Schreiber to set it up there for, that is Chloe Fuller who got the kill. 13-10. Layla Fuss with the serve now. Standing serve hits the tape as it goes over. Theo was able to dig it out. Now they'll set it up, and getting it over there was Kennedy Pilgrim. Sending it back, not sure, but Perham will control it. Schreiber on the set, Garrett on the attack, out of bounds. 14-10 now as the Yellowjackets take a 4-point advantage. First team to lead by 4 in the fourth set here. We've never had a 4-point lead in set 4 until now. And another kill, and that'll be a 5-point advantage. This is a critical part of the set here for DGF, and just as I say that, DGF will take a timeout and talk things over. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got a better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit OttertailLakesCountry.com.
Welcome back. Kennedy Pilgrim with the serve here for the Yellowjackets, leading 15-10 coming out of the DGF timeout. Perham has scored 3 in a row, 13, 14, and 15, and now the Rebels will put one on the board. And they score first after the timeout. The last time the Rebels scored first out of a timeout, they went on to win the set. I'm just throwing those tidbits out there for you. 15-11. So we've had a little bit of contrast on the tidbits here in set 4. This one could be a fun one. DGF's not out of it yet, trailing by 4. Here's a set for Garrett through the blockers, and Garrett keeps it alive. And Bielen sends it over, kept alive there by Jaden Hackle. Now Willow Thiel's blocked at the net by Arya Garrett, and Schreiber may have got a hand on that one, but it was mostly Garrett, and it is 15-12. That serve just barely made it over the net. And that's going to be a lift. Double touch. 15-13, the Rebels back within 2. So out of the timeout, Perham hasn't scored. It's been a 3-0 rally here for the Rebels. Wacker will set it up. Sent over. Costello keeps it alive. Now Schreiber will set it up for Bielen. Bielen through the blockers and down. And it is 15-14. Serve is over. It's a 4-0 rally for the Rebels. Blocked at the net by Garrett, kept alive by Thiel, and now sent over by Razor. And Garrett will keep it alive, and now Garrett will send it back, but blocked at the net by Razor. And that will end the 4-0 rally here for DGF. So 15-10, DGF calls a timeout. They score points 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then they give the serve back here to Cameron Coast, with her team at a 2-point advantage. Here's the set. Garrett on the attack, scores 16-15. Michaela Bielen back to serve now here for the Rebels. We talked about it. 15-10 was a critical part of the set. And DGF took advantage of that critical part of the set. That one's in bounds, I believe. Yep. And it is a point and a kill for, I didn't see who got the swing on that one, but it's a point for Perham, 17-15. Can Willow Thiel, number 18, get Perham their 18th point? We'll find out. Sent over, and that will be point 18, not from Willow Thiel, but from one of her teammates, and it will be 18-15 now. And this is the next critical stage in the set here for DGF. They need to score a point here. They don't want to go down by 4. And they're going to go down by 4. 19-15. Well, I'll just say what I said before. They got to score a point here, and the reasoning remains the same. One touch back, nearly an ace serve there from Thiel. Kept alive. Nice job by Boyd. Sends a free ball back. Chance for Perham to go on the attack. Pushed over, kept alive. Costello bumps it. And a free ball sent over but out of bounds. A dangerous moment in the set here, and DGF will take a timeout. DGF took the timeout at 15:10. Now they take the timeout at 20:15. And we'll be back in a moment here with more on the Magnitude Sports Network in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
How has United Community Bank helped you guys through the years now?
Well, we started 13 years ago with one employee in a little shop out of our home. And now over the years, we've grown to about 25 employees and 2 shop buildings. So they have absolutely been amazing, supported us, trusted us, and put their faith in us. We just really couldn't have done it without United Community Bank. They are just really supportive.
(20 to 15), Yellowjackets 5 away from a victory here. And Willow Thiel will serve. Costello, Iwan with the back set. Garrett on the attack, finds the floor, and out of the timeout, DGF scores. It's 20 to 16. DGF has scored first out of both of their timeouts here in set 4. They went on a 4-point rally after the last timeout. They're going to need a 4-point rally here. Costello's serve is controlled and now sent back over by Jaden Hackle. Costello chases after it. Free ball back to the Yellowjackets. Wacker will set it up for Hackle, dug out there by Boyd, but her teammates cannot catch up to it, and it'll be a point for the Yellowjackets. 21 to 16. Sent over, I believe that was B. Allen. Sent back over there by, it's Mari Pulver, number 10. And a whistle and a net violation on DGF. 22-16, and this could do it. That could have been the dagger point here. DGF is going to have a hard time coming back from 22-16. Let's see if they can prove me wrong. Thiel will dig out the attack by Boyd, blocked at the net, and what's the call? 4 touches. 22-17. Hallie Schreiber will serve. Nice dig out, or did it hit the floor? It hit the floor. It's a kill. 23-17. My pen is running out of ink. It's just got to make it through a few more points here. I think I can remember what happens from 23-17. I can memorize it if I need to. 23-18 now. Boyd with the serve. Theo with the first touch. Wacker will set it up there for Hackle. That's Addie Hackle. Rebels send a free ball. Theo chases over after it. And that one's down. That is a kill for Layla Fuss. 23-19. DGF trying to crawl back into this one. They have not a lot of room for error here. They have scored 2 in a row. Tipped over and a whistle. Point DGF. Net violation makes it 23-20. Back in set 1, the Rebels were down 24-18. They came all the way back to 24-23. But it was 1 shy. Now they got a 1-point cushion if they can do the same thing, and they get a little bit of assistance there on a swing that went too far from Willow Field, 23-21. Wacker sets it up, middle of the net. That is Kennedy Pilgrim with the kill, and that makes it match point for the Yellowjackets at 24-21. The DGF needs a 4-point rally here. Well, they need at least a 3-point rally. Let's put it that way. Kept it alive, but it will be a kill, and it will be Addie Hackle, the freshman, who wins it for Perham at 25-21. One, two, three, four. A 4-0 rally at the end to pull within 23-21, but then the Yellowjackets get the next two and win the match 3-1. We got your post-game show coming up here in just a moment. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Come meet the friendly and professional team and experience for yourself what it is patients love about Reuter Family Dentistry.
You know, Dr. Reuter is just so kind and inviting, and she's very proactive, and she has instilled it in her staff to be so friendly and inviting also, and that just makes it a wonderful experience.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Ray's Sport and Marine in Perham has you covered for all your recreational needs. Ray's carries a large inventory of Lund boats, Bennington pontoons, plus Viaggio pontoons. They also carry the Yamaha line of ATVs and UTVs, as well as the full line of Honda Power Sports. Stop in and check out all of what Ray's Sport and Marine has to offer. Good luck to all Perham athletes, and go Yellowjackets!
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
At Waterfront Recreational LLC, the mission is to deliver high quality and custom built steps, decks, and docks so you can access and enjoy your property. We believe in hard work, honest and fair dealing, high-quality craftsmanship, and excellent customer service. Our products have proven results. We can't control the weather, but our docks remain rock solid in the windiest of conditions. We also offer boat storage in the wintertime. Call or text 218-298-1353 for more information about each of our services, or visit waterfrontrecreational.com today.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
All right, welcome back. Post-game show getting underway here. Still got to select your player of the game. We'll select the one from each side. At least I hope I can dwindle it down to one from each side. I was looking at it during the break there. There's going to be some tough decisions to make, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. Once again, your final score, the Yellowjackets take the match 3-1. You see the set scores there, 25-23, 18-25, 25-9, and 25-21. Frontier Airlines match recap. Back in set 1, it would be the Perham Yellowjackets scoring first. DGF would tie it. Yellowjackets would go on a 5-0 run to take a 6-1 lead into a DGF timeout. DGF would score out of the timeout, but then 4 more for the Yellowjackets would make it 10-2. DGF and the Yellowjackets would trade points, and then at 11-3, the Yellowjackets would score 3 in a row to make it 13-4, but then DGF would respond with a 4-0 rally to make it a 13-8 game. 3 more for Perham, including a ace serve at 16-8 from Laney Wacker before DGF would score 2 to get into double digits and cut the lead down to 16-10. Perham would score, and then 2 more from the Rebels and 2 more from Perham on a service error would make it 19-12 in favor of Perham. And off that service error, DGF would rattle off 3, and sandwiched in the middle of that 3 points was an ace serve from Layla Fuss to make it 19-14, and then eventually 19-15. And then from that point, the teams would trade off the next 3 points to make it 20-17. And then the Yellowjackets would score 4 in a row to make it 24-17, and DGF would take a timeout. And after that timeout, whatever was said in that timeout, it worked. DGF came out of the timeout, scored 6 in a row to take the lead from 24-17 down to 24-23. And then Perham would take a timeout at 24-23. They'd come out of the timeout and get that next point at 25-23, and Perham would lead 1-0 at that point. So after a slow start by DGF, DGF would get out to a quick start in set 2, taking a 3-0 lead before Perham would score to make it 3-1. Then the teams would trade points at 3-1 and 4-1, and then 4 in a row to make it 5-4, to tie it at 4 and then take the lead at 5-4 for Perham before DGF would tie it at 5, and Perham would get another 2-0 rally to make it 7-5 before DGF would respond with a 3-point rally to get point 6 tied at 7 and take an 8-7 lead before Perham tied it at 8. And then at the 8-8 tie, it would be DGF going on a 5-0 run. 9-8 and then 10-8 off an ace serve by Camille Costello. And then they would score 1 more, forcing Perham to take a timeout at 11-8. Out of the timeout, DGF would score 2 more to build a 13-8 lead before Perham scored. And then after Perham scored, it was 3 more for the Rebels and 3 more for Perham. And after those next 6 points, the score was 16-12, DGF with the lead. DGF would score to make it 17-13 after the 2 teams traded points. And then or make it 17-12, and then Perham would score to make it 17-13, and then 4 in a row for DGF to make it 21-13 would have Perham decide to talk things over and take a timeout. Out of the timeout, the Yellowjackets would score to make it 21-14, but the teams would trade the next 5 points to make it 24-16 in favor of DGF. Perham would score the next 2 to make it 24-18, but then DGF would finish it off 25-18, and at that point, we were tied at 1. Perham came out in set 3 and absolutely they took command. They took charge. They jumped out to a 9-0 lead. At 6-0 off an ace serve by Jaden Hackle. DGF would take a timeout. After the timeout, Perham would score 3 more before DGF finally got on the board to make it 9-1. After DGF scored, Perham rattled off 3 more to make it a 12-1 game. And then the 2 teams would trade 2-0 rallies to make it 12-13 and 12-3 and 14-3. And then 1 point for DGF, and then after the 14-4 score, it would be Perham going on a 7-point rally. At 24 on the 6 point, DGF would take a timeout. Perham would come out, score that 21st point, and then DGF would respond with 3 of their own to cut it from a 21-4 to a 21-7 deficit before Perham would tack on 1 more, and then DGF would cut it to a 22-9 deficit. But then at 22-9, Perham would score the next 3 at 23, 24, and 25 to take the 2-1 lead in the match. Going to set 4, and you weren't exactly sure what happened. What would happen in set 4? As DGF scored first, Perham tied it at 1, then Perham took the lead, then DGF tied it at 2. Perham went on a 2-0 rally and to make it 4-2. Teams would trade the next 3 points to make it 5-4, Perham advantage. And then DGF would tie it up at 5-5. Perham would score 2 to make it 7-5, and then 7-6. 2 more at 9-6 to give Perham a 3-point advantage. But then DGF would respond with 2 of their own to make it 9-8 to trim the deficit down to 1. After DGF trimmed it down to 1, the Perham Yellowjackets would score 3 in a row to make it 12-8 before DGF scored again. And then Perham would trade their point to make it 13-9. And then they would score the next, and then DGF would score. And then the next two for Perham would make it 15-10, and at that point, DGF would call a timeout. After the timeout, DGF scored 4 in a row to trim the lead from 15-10 to 15-14 before Perham would notch their lead back up to 2. And then DGF would score. And then at that point, it was 16-15, and that was as close as, let me double check here. Yes, 16-15 was as close as DGF would get. Perham would score the next 4 to push the lead to 20-15. DGF would call a timeout. Out of the timeout, they would score and make it 21-16. Perham would get the next 2, make it 22-16. And then the next 2 points are traded to make it 22-17, 23-17. And then at 23-17, DGF would go on their final run to pull within 2 at 23-21. So like I said, 16-15 was the closest they got after the last tie at 5-5. And then they would get to within 2 at 23-21, but then Perham would wrap up the final 2 points and take the 3-1 victory in the match, and that's how this one wraps up. So we still got to select your player of the game, and your player of the game is brought to you by Randall's Excavating for the DGF Rebels, as well as J&L Nutrition and the Backyard for the Perham Yellowjackets. You know, before we'll take one more break, but before we do, we'll kind of allude on who we're kind of looking at, who we're kind of thinking of. On the Perham side, we saw a lot of great play from Greta Razor. We saw a few great plays from the freshman Addie Hackle. Will Thiel had a good night. Laney Wacker was there setting up almost all those people that I just mentioned. And we saw some powerful kills from Jaden Hackle tonight. So like I said, it's kind of going to be kind of hard, but one of those that I just named will end up being your player of the game, I hope, if I didn't forget about somebody for Perham. And then for DGF, we saw some great play on the near and far sides from Michaela Bielen tonight. Ellie Boyd had some good plays. Hallie Schreiber setting up both of those. Costello had some great plays from in front of the back line at the libero position. So, like I said, it's going to be one of those 4 that I'm going to have to narrow it down to for player of the game for DGF. And we'll select those players of the games in 60 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water line, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
All right, final score once again, 3-1 Yellowjackets over the DGF Rebels, 25-23, 18-25, 25-9, and 25-21. Time to select now your J&L Nutrition, the Backyard of Perham player of the game. And, during the break there, I was able to narrow it down from 5 to 2. I'm going to give honorable mention to Jaden Hackle. But I'm leaning Greta Razor. She didn't have the most kills in comparison to some of her teammates, but the kills she did get were at critical points in the set, and she put them down with authority. So Greta Razor is going to be your J&L Nutrition, the Backyard player of the game for the Perham Yellowjackets. And for the Randall's Excavating player of the game for DGF, once again, honorable mentions go out to pretty much the entire team there, but I think the edge goes to Michaela Bielen, and I mean just a barely an edge over Ellie Boyd. Both of them had about equal nights here for the DGF Rebels, but I think Michaela Bielen had a little bit of an edge over Boyd, but not by much. So Michaela Bielan's going to be your Randall's Excavating Player of the Game for the DGF Rebels, and Greta Razor will be your J&L Nutrition, the Backyard Player of the Game for the Perham Yellowjackets. Well, that almost wraps up our show today. Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making today's broadcast possible, including New Horizons Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, EOT Insurance, United Community Bank, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Joe Foltz Construction, Interiors by Winkle, Rivers Edge Cabinetry, KLN Family Brands, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Perham Area Chamber of Commerce, Nias Family Sales, Ray's Sport Marine, Lakes Area Co-op, J&L Nutrition, The Backyard, Edine Family Dentistry and Cash Concrete, Waterfront Recreational, Perham Health, Central Market, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, Reuter Family Dentistry, Budget Blinds, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Great Clips, and Frontier Airlines for bringing your set and match recaps here tonight on Magnitude Sports. So with the win tonight, the Perham Yellowjackets improved to 12-7 overall. They improved to 7-2 in Section 8 AA, and they improved to 4-0 in the Heart of Lakes Conference, and they improved to 2-1 playing here at home at the Hive. For the DGF Rebels, they will fall to 7-9 overall. They will fall to 2-5 in Section 8 AA and 1-3 in the Heart of Lakes. And they now go to 1-3 on the road, or 5-7 if you include the 4 wins, 4 losses on the neutral court, which is considered a road game, I guess. But so I'm going to go with 5-7 there on the road for the DGF Rebels. So once again, both of these teams came in winning 3 out of their last 4, and now Perham's won 4 out of their last 5. And coming up here for the DGF Rebels, after the loss tonight, they're home against Frazee on September 28th. Then they got a home match against Thief River Falls on October 2nd, a home match against Moorhead on the 3rd of October, a home match and a rematch against the Perham Yellowjackets on Thursday, October 5th, and a home match against East Grand Forks on Monday, October 9th. And then they will finish off regular seasonal play down in Breckenridge on Tuesday, October 17th. And then they have one more invite tournament on Friday, October 20th at Moorhead High School to wrap up the regular season before the Section AA playoffs start for the DGF Rebels. And for the Perham Yellowjackets coming up ahead, they have, let's take a look here. They have a home game against Pelican Rapids on Thursday. Jason and Lance will have the call on that one for you. And then, as I mentioned earlier, then they have a little bit of time off before they go to Glendon to get their rematch against DGF on Thursday, October 5th. So there's only one game separating tonight's game and the rematch for Perham. But for DGF, there is a total of 5 games. There's 3 games separating the rematch for DGF. There's 1 game separating the rematch for Perham. There we go. That made it a little bit easier. So after the rematch with DGF on October 5th, that'll wrap up their regular season. Or no, it will not actually. Then they'll come home on October 7th and host the Perham Volleyball Invite. And then after that Perham Volleyball Invite, they'll have 2 more matches. One on Tuesday, October 10th, here at home against Frazee. And then the final regular season matchup on Thursday, October 12th, when they take on the Hawley Nuggets, a team that I believe they lost to earlier this season, if I remember. Yes, they lost 3-1 back on Tuesday, September 12th, and then that was the only other time that they played them. They'll play them again. No, they will not play them again at the Perham Invite. So they had them in Hawley back on September 12th. They lost 3-1. They'll get them to end the regular season here at home at the Hive on October 12th. So that's a look at what's ahead for these 2 teams. Once again, you can find us online on our website at magnitudesn.com, and of course those social media at MagnitudeSN on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook, and the Magnitude Sports on Instagram. And if you go to our website, click on the schedule button, you get a look at what's ahead here on Magnitude Sports. And we'll see plenty of the DGF Rebels coming up here. Once again, Thursday we'll have a doubleheader for you. Perham and Pelican Rapids. Jason and Lance have the call on that one. And then also Thursday night, DGF Rebels go back home to take on the Frazee Hornets. Brad and Chris will be on the call of that game. And then I am back on Monday, October 2nd, when the DGF Rebels take on Thief River Falls, and then the 3rd when the Rebels take on the Moorhead Spuds in a non-conference, non-section matchup. And then Thursday, October 5th, it'll be the rematch between DGF and Perham, and I'll be the lucky one who gets to call that matchup twice. And then a triple header of football for you on Friday, October 6th. No football this coming Friday. We have the day off, which is shocking. I can't remember the last time we had a Friday night off here on Magnitude Sports, but I'll take it. And then you can dig deeper into that schedule once again at our website at magnitudesn.com. For Janice on the camera, my name's Mike. Your final score one more time. The DGF Rebels fall here at the Hive on the road to the Perham Yellowjackets 3-1, 25-23, 18-25, 25-9, and 25-21 your final. I want to say thanks once again to Activities Director Aaron Anderson for allowing us to come out and broadcast the game tonight. And for you watching and for all of our sponsors, we couldn't make this happen without them. So thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight, and we'll talk to you again soon here on Thursday here on Magnitude Sports. Have a great evening.
The preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.